Hello everybody and welcome to Train Sim World 2020. We are on the Tees Valley line and we're going to be loading some coal into some wagons today. First job as an engineer, check you're going in the right direction. So we're just going to change this lever here and all should be fab dabby dozy. There we go. That's looking good. Right, we're all going in the right direction. So, master key on, we'll put the master key on, throttle forward or reverse I should say, we'll leave throttle on, okie dokie, brakes to running, let's put the lights on, brakes to running, there we go. And we should have some instrument lights and we should have now lights on the front of the train now. We're in the class 37, British Rail class 37 locomotive. Throttle, all's looking good, Just let's, brakes should be discharged, horns working, lights are on, a little bit of throttle and away we go. Can we get this locomotive moving without wheel slip? Are we going to get wheel slip? Nice and gently on the throttle there, wobbles, nice and gently. Away she goes. So you can see all the red wagons behind us there. We've got to load all them in the coal facility loading area, which is just further down the line here. That's where we're going to go. It says go via location. I'm going to actually stop the train a little bit down the line here because this train has got a speed control there, Luke. Slow speed control, so I'm going to attempt to get that working and go through that loading facility using that speed control, because if you go through there too quickly you don't load all your carts up, you only get a bit of coal in. When you come out at the other end you're virtually empty, and your manager comes along and he tells you off, and if you do it more than 3 times you'll probably get the sack. It's not good. So we're going to use the speed control to slow the engine down, the train down, and hopefully we're going to turn left here. Please turn left. Let's hope I've got that correct, else I'm going to have to start again. Yes. We're becoming an expert engineer now. So we're going to stop the train shortly here and have a go at the speed control, because we want full carts. There's the speed control there, look. We'll set that up shortly. So the Tees Valley line is a DLC add-on for Train Sim World 2020. It's based in the northeast of, well, it is in the northeast of England, the United Kingdom actually. I don't know what era is this? Is it the 1980s? Come on, there's got to be some train buffs out there. Is this the 1980s? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. It possibly is around that era. I know there's nobody working, so it must be in the recession time, the recession period when all the pits were being shut by Maggie Thatcher. Was that in the 80s? I can't remember. I can't. But let's have a go at this the speed control function here. So throttle on, reverser forward, brakes to running. I don't know what speed set this at. It's got a couple of speeds there, which I think we may go to 2.7. Is that 2.7? Slow speed controller, 0.5, 1 mile an hour. 2.7 sounds about right. So this train should slowly, if I've done it right, and I may have done it wrong, I don't know, I'm not an expert at this train should now go forward at a controlled and safe speed, and the line manager of this depot here should be very, very happy that every single one of them carts should fill to 100%. Now I've stopped a little bit short actually. It's going to take us a while to get there now, isn't it? So time to put the kettle on, I think, while we're just cruising down here. 4.6. It should speed up a little bit. It should slowly speed up. It's gradually. Don't turn it off, wobbles. Yeah, there's only 0.5, 1 and 2.7. So put it on 2.7. Christmas by the time we get there if we put it on 1 mile an hour. Imagine we're not even doing 1 mile an hour at the moment. It's, I should have gone a bit closer, I think, but never mind. Never mind. Shall we have a tour of the cab? What is there to see in here? Is there anything interesting? Let's have a look outside. The horn. In case there's any employees about. Must be tea break time. There's nobody about, is there, on the map? I like this line, but there's nobody. There's a lack of people. I think this the more I play this train simulator, Train Sim World 2020, should I say, the more I think this has been built for the consoles, really, because I go back and I play Train Simulator, and there's always a lot more detail in Train Simulator than what there is in Train Sim World 2020. It's a nice polished, very nicely polished though this is. Train Sim World. So we've got to fill all these red carts, and if we look inside them, they are actually empty. It's like a train wash just over to the left hand side there, that concrete building. It's like this shed. Just wondering if that's a train wash. Next time when I come here, I think I'm most definitely going to have to go a bit closer before I put the speed control on. Sun visors, we've got sun visors, working sun visors in here for them bright sunny days that we get up here every now and again. And on a winter's day like this, you can put the heaters on. And the train, keep us warm because it's a bit cold, it's a bit chilly. So we've got all the heaters on now. Also, on this chair here, you can actually lower it and lift it up. I think it's in the full height position right now, but you can lift and lower it to get whatever view you prefer out of the front of the locomotive. Why isn't the icon come up? There should be an icon there. It does go. It is working. Why is me? Oh, I know. I've got the hood off. There we go. There you go. Seat height adjuster. There you go. If you're very, very tall, lower it down, and if you're very, very short, lift it high up, and then you can see where you're going. Not really. It's a game. It doesn't know how tall you are, but it's there. If you want to lower the seat, you can lower the seat, and you'll see the instruments on the locomotive. If you got it high, you see through the window a lot better, as we can see now. What I want to do is I want to see if I can get the camera angles right. I'm going to play about with this a bit now. I want to get a good camera angle so we can see this coal loading facility in action. We can actually see it loading these carts. And you're aiming for, if you've never done this before, you're aiming for 100% fillage on all the carts, on all the wagons. Every wagon needs to be filled 100%. So we've got the cruise control set, so we're going along at a nice steady speed, so we should get 100% on every single one of these wagons. So I'm just going to play about with the cameras now. As we're going in, we finally got there. Next time around I'll still have to remember and set that speed control up a lot closer to the loading facility. In we go, chaps! So as you can see, we're getting these loaded 100% all the way down. We should be. I apologise for the camera angles. I'm trying to get some good camera angles on this. I haven't got a team of editors when I finish doing this who can edit the video and chop it about. So apologies for the camera angles. This is just the raw in-game footage here. And as you can see, to the front of the wagons there, we've actually got 100% loaded. So they're loading up quite nicely, these are. There we go. All should be 100%. I do like this locomotive, the Class 37. There's a Manchester line that runs. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I can't remember. But they've got one which runs in Manchester and on Train Sim World. And objective complete. We could be coming to the end now, but stop at location. But they've got a BR heavy locomotive pack out, haven't they? It's about £11, and I think it's the engines that are in this pack. I'm pretty sure it is. I've already got these engines in this pack, but locomotives in this pack. But I want them to go on that Manchester line. I think it's about £11 the pack. I'd like. They probably got a couple of extra scenarios included with them as well. I'm going to have to add that to my wish list, see if it comes on sale sometime, because that's one I haven't got. I'd like to run this. I'm pretty sure this one's in it, or a similar one to it, maybe in a different livery. That'll be pretty cool, because that's another one I do enjoy. I can't think what it's called. I think it's called Northern Trans Pennine, something like that. It leads to Manchester, or Manchester to Leeds add-on. I've got that pack. It's quite a good pack. I enjoy that one. And there's a heavy freight pack, I think, which you can add on to that. I'm gonna have to add that to my wish list. Right, stop at location. Stopped just short there, Waffles. I think you've got to stop at least 5 yards, haven't you? We've stopped 8 yards short. So, give it a little bit of throttle and slap the brakes on. This might be it. I don't know if we've got to do anything else. We've loaded the coal wagons, 100%. Objective complete. Oh no, uncoupled vehicles, 24. I presume we've got 24 wagons on, so it's the first one we'll be going to, I think. Make sure the brakes are on. I'm always cautious about that. Make sure the brakes are on. Put the brakes on, because I've gotten out of an engine locomotive on one scenario. I don't know if it was this or Train Simulator, and the thing started driving down the track or rolling down the track. So we always make sure the brakes are on. Uncouple, that was easy enough. That worked very well. Oh no, stop at location. Right. Get back in, Wobbles. Climb back up. Oh, it's getting all hard work now, this is. Do this, do that. Shut that, sit here. Now it's always worthwhile if you're in a yard like this, because Dovetail are very, very crafty. It's always worthwhile. Let's check the line, because you can end up going in the wrong direction, or even worse, derailing. So it's always worthwhile just to check the line, because they don't set them up for you going in the right direction sometimes. They're very crafty. You can end up going in totally the wrong direction, or like I say, derailing. So it's worthwhile checking, more so when you're in the yard areas. Right, so we've got to go further down the line. Reverses forward, brakes discharged, brakes set to running, so we should be ready. Give it a little bit of throttle, and away we go. When I was late teens, early 20s, I used to go to Crewe. I live not too far away from Crewe, and there's a great big depot there, and I used to be able to go in that depot, and I had the opportunity, well, not the opportunity, I used to walk into the great big sheds what they had where they used to work on the locomotives. Massive, great big long shed in Crewe. I can't remember the names now. I put myself on the spot, but Great Western Railway or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. I used to go in there, and it used to be fascinating. I mean, it was such a busy place at the time. I believe there's houses built on there now, I think. I'm not too sure. I've not been there for a while. So, Stop at location. There you go. Objective complete. Is that the job done now? No! We've got more to do. I better check the line. So we're coming all the way down to where that green icon is, and we're up here, so bet you see that one. We need to change that lever. Let's just check that. That one's okay. And that's fine. There's no that one's fine. Oh, that one wants changing. It's worthwhile doing this. Otherwise you're obviously going to get it wrong, but does that one want changing? Let me just check. Yeah, that one's fine. Okay, we should be good to go. Right, we're going backwards. We're going in reverse. So I'm not going to get in the other end of the locomotive. He's not telling me to do that. I haven't got the lights on that end. Well, I'm just not going to bother. We'll just put it in reverse. Brakes to run in, and set the throttle, and we'll see if we can stick his head out the window or something. Let everybody know we're going to be going backwards, but there's nobody here. Where is everybody? Could at least stick a little man by that skip, couldn't you? You see the skip just to the left there. There's just nobody around. I mean, this is great. I mean, you do get a sense of nostalgia on this line, but the only sort of people you see are when you get to the stations. There's just nobody around. And even if they stuck a couple of cardboard cutouts by the sheds and things, you know, there's just nobody around. Which makes me wonder. I think this has been created solely for consoles, because I had a little go on Train Simulator. I like Train Simulator, and I had a go of that this week again, and there's a couple of lines on there I really enjoyed. There's lots more than I would like, but there's just so much DLC. It goes into the thousands of pounds. But the level of detail on Train Simulator is far better than this. The level of detail, which, you know, I'm pretty sure this is aimed at consoles now, and I don't know whether to just go back to Train Simulator, because the level of detail on this is spoils it for me. Spoils it. It's an empty world. It's very much an empty world. They do try and they put a couple of cars running along the road, but it just feels too empty. I'm always moaning about that. I'm like, you know, I say I play Train Simulator. If you've got a PC, Train Simulator, it's got a lot more detail, but the graphics aren't as good. So you got to wait up. This one is nice and polished. Although Train Simulator's now gone to 64-bit, hasn't it? It was 32, it's now running on 64-bit. But the graphics on this one are nice and polished, but there's more detail than Train Simulator. It just adds more to the nostalgia, especially them old trains, and in the 80s and the 60s, you know, it looks, in the 70s, it looks, there's some cracking lines. I suppose though, if you've playing this on console, you know, it brings a very good simulator to you, doesn't it? You know, I mean, I mainly used to be a console player at PlayStation and the Xbox. We've got an Xbox One today, but I don't use it. There's one in the house. I don't use it. I mainly went off the consoles to PC so I could play more sim-like games, which weren't at the time on consoles. So they're starting to appear now on consoles with games such as this, Train Sim World, which I would have thoroughly enjoyed. If I was a console player, I would be more than happy with this. I think it's because I played Train Simulator, which has got a lot more detail in. I just expect a bit more. So I presume, you know, it's out on console now, isn't it? You know, I suppose they've got to balance it out and this, that, and the other. I might actually go back to playing Train Simulator. I'm gonna have to do some Train Simulator videos because there's some crack. I've got some cracking lines. I just don't do the recordings. I can't cover everything. It's, I do my best. Stop at location. Right, is this the end of the scenario? Can we go have a little tea break in our little shed over there? It looks like you're going to get this one spot on, Wobbles. 11, 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got the bullseye. Do we win a prize? Objective complete. Oh no, couple to formation. Right, we got a couple to formation, chaps. Well, we got to go down there. We're going to have to check the line again because they are crafty. Some of these lines, they're not set up. Let's just check this. That's okay. There you go. That lever wants changing. Change that lever, Wobbles. There we go. So we should. Let's just check. Yep, we're okay. There's the green icon. We've got to go all the way there. We got a couple up. We have got to couple up. So off we go. Brakes. Let's put that. We got to turn the throttle off before you can move the reverser there. Throttle. Running. Overspeeding a little bit, so at the end of the scenario we might be in the red. We're in the yellow on the speed, but I'm not too sure if, you know, we are overspeeding at the end of the day, so let's just slow it down. They give you a score, don't they, now at the end of the scenario. It doesn't generally worry me too much when I got in the yellow, but if you're trying to be perfect, a bit of a perfectionist, you want to keep it at the required speed and not overspeed. There you go, look, we're overspeeding again, we're going into the yellow. I want to be going, let's just peep the horn, let's have the horns going. Just make sure there's no employees in here running around. I want to slow it down to about 5 miles an hour, I think. Just give these a gentle nudge. What's the correct speed? Approximately 5 miles an hour, would you say? 3 to 5 miles an hour? That's what I aim for. Don't want to hit him too hard, else you bounce off. There we go, that seemed nicely done. I've actually got to go out and manually couple these. Just make sure my brakes on. Be cautious about that. Health and safety. Probably a sackable offence, that is, if your locomotive goes running down the line without a driver in it. Let's couple up. Objective complete. Oh, there we go. We finally done it. There was a lot more work involved in that than what I first thought. We were over-speeding quite a bit towards the end there. I suspect we were in the yellow a lot. I can't quite remember. But if you enjoyed the video, smack the like button, leave a comment. And the more likes we get and the more comments we get, the more popular the videos are, the more I will do them videos. Funny enough, fishing videos seem to be the most popular videos on this channel at the moment. Would you believe it? Started off with Euro Truck. Not many people watch Euro Truck anymore here, or American Truck Simulator. It seems to be all the fishing videos seem more popular. So if you want to see more of the train games, smack that like button, let me know, leave a comment, and I've got quite a bit of a back catalogue of stuff on the train stuff, and I do enjoy playing it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again possibly real soon.